Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really getting into Web3 and digital wallets. Our goal here is simple. Make these sometimes tricky concepts clear for you, pull out the key stuff from our sources, and maybe highlight a few surprising things too. Okay, so let's maybe set the scene a bit. We had Web 1, right? The early internet, mostly static pages, like a big digital library. You could read stuff but not interact much. Then came Web 2, which is, well, mostly what we use now. Social media, cloud apps, mobile, everything. Super interactive, very convenient. But there's a catch, isn't there? The sources really point this out. Big companies generally control your data, your online identity. You don't truly own it.
Exactly. And that's the critical point where Web3 comes in. Our sources frame it as this fundamental shift. They call it the decentralized ownership-driven internet. What's maybe surprising is it's not just about faster speeds or fancier apps. It's about changing who's in control. The whole idea is to give ownership back to you, the user. It does this through distributed networks, so no single point of failure, and the really core piece, blockchain technology.
Okay, blockchain. That's the term everyone hears. So if Web3 is about decentralization and ownership, what exactly is this blockchain tech doing? How does it enable all that?
Well, what's fascinating here is blockchain is essentially the heart of it. Think of it like a shared digital spreadsheet or ledger, but it's constantly updated, copied across thousands, maybe millions of computers worldwide, and crucially, it's tamper-proof. Once something's recorded, you can't secretly change it. That gives you transparency and trust without needing a bank or a big company in the middle. And on top of this, you get things like dApps, decentralized apps, and of course, NFTs, those unique digital items that prove you own something specific, like digital art or even, say, virtual land. They cut out the middleman entirely.
Right. NFTs get a lot of headlines. So if blockchain is the foundation and dApps and NFTs live on it, how do you actually interact with all this? That's where wallets come in, I assume. They're often called your passport to Web3. But one thing our sources stress is that wallets don't technically store your Bitcoin or your NFTs like your physical wallet holds cash. Is that right?
That's absolutely right. And it's a really common point of confusion. Your digital wallet doesn't hold the assets themselves. Those always live on the blockchain. What the wallet does hold are your private keys. Think of them as super secure, unique digital passwords or signatures. These keys are what prove you own the assets on the blockchain and give you the ability to, send them or use them. Which brings us to the seed phrase, usually 12 and 24 words. This is like the master key for everything in your wallet. And the saying is totally true. Not your keys, not your crypto. If you lose that seed phrase, or someone else gets it,
then you've lost access. Potentially forever, no customer support line to call.
Exactly, it's gone. That's the responsibility part of ownership.
So securing those keys, that seed phrase, is paramount. But practically, how do people manage them? Are there different kinds of wallets with, say, different trade-offs between ease of use and security?
Yeah, definitely. Here's where it gets interesting. The main split is between hot wallets and cold wallets. Hot wallets are software-think apps like MetaMask or Trust Wallet. They're connected to the internet, which makes them really convenient for, daily transactions, interacting with dApps.
But being online means potentially more risk, right? Especially for larger amounts.
Precisely. Higher convenience, slightly higher risk profile. That's why, for significant amounts, people often turn to cold wallets. These are physical hardware devices like a ledger or a Trezor. They keep your private keys completely offline. Maximum security, but a bit less convenient for quick trades.
Okay. Hot for convenience, cold for high security. Makes sense. And you mentioned keys. That relates to custodial versus non-custodial, too.
Yes, exactly. A non-custodial wallet is one where you and only you hold the private keys and the seed phrase. That's true ownership. A custodial wallet is usually one provided by an exchange or a platform. They hold the keys for you. It's simpler, maybe, but technically you're trusting them. It's not quite the same level of direct control.
Right, so that not your keys, not your crypto really applies to custodial wallets then. You're trusting a third party. Given all this, security seems like, well, it's entirely on you in this Web3 world. I've even heard stories, you mentioned sources talking about people etching seed phrases onto metal plates to keep them offline. Is that level of caution really necessary?
It might sound a bit extreme, like something out of a spy movie. But yeah, the immutable truth, as our sources put it, is you are the bank. There's no one else to blame or ask for a reset if you mess up with your keys or seed phrase. So the best practices are pretty stark. First, never, ever, ever share your seed phrase. No legitimate service will ever ask for it. Period.
Okay, never share it.
Second, store it offline. Pen and paper, hidden securely. Metal plate, yes, that's for durability against fire or water. Just not anywhere digital.
So no screenshots, no saving it in your email drafts, no password managers for the seed phrase itself.
Absolutely not. Those are all connected or potentially hackable. Offline is the gold standard. And be super careful about phishing. Always double-check website URLs before connecting your wallet. Scammers create fake sites that look real.
Vigilance is key then. Okay, so the wallet secures your keys, gives you access, but it's more than just a vault, right? How does it actually let you do things in Web3? You mentioned it's interactive.
Yeah, it's your portal. Think about DeFi or decentralized finance. Your wallet lets you connect to platforms where you can, say, lend out your crypto to earn interest or swap one token for another, all without needing a traditional bank.
So bypassing the old financial system in a way?
In many ways, yes. Or take NFT marketplaces. Your wallet connects, proves you own certain NFTs, lets you buy, sell, or even mint new ones. And then there are DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations. These are like online communities or projects governed by token holders. Your wallet holds your tokens, and those tokens often grant you voting rights on proposals.
So your wallet becomes your voting card, in a sense, giving you a direct say.
Exactly. It shifts you from just being a passive user of a platform to potentially an active owner and participant in its governance. It's quite a powerful shift. So to sum it up, Web3 really does offer this potential for true individual ownership and control online. It's empowering, but, and it's a big but, that power comes hand in hand with serious personal responsibility for securing your assets. Knowledge and being careful are just non-negotiable.
Absolutely. So thinking beyond just the tech, what does this all really mean for you listening right now? What are the deeper implications when you genuinely own your digital identity, your assets, your interactions online? How might that actually reshape our future on the internet? That's something to really mull over as this landscape keeps evolving.